by step on how you can create your very own AI characters, AI avatars, right? I promise I posted on Facebook asking anybody want to learn how to do their characters, raise your hand. I got a nice amount of people that said it, even though we didn't reach the numbers that I requested, right? But I'm going to do this anyways because I'm just that type of person. All right, so today in this video, I'm going to show you the system that I use to create my avatar. And this is really me right now. This is not the avatar, but you will see some of the stuff and how like real it can get, right? So like in all fullness and transparency, this is AI, right? I want to let you know straight up, I'm not AI, but what we're going to be dealing with is going to be AI, artificial intelligence. It's not going to be 100%, right? And this is what one of the issues that I find with creators or people that are trying to use this, and they're thinking, man, that don't look like me. It ain't going to look 100% like you. It's artificial intelligence. It's going to be very, very close, right? So I want you, if you're going to take on this task, just think beyond what it could do for you, right? This is for my people that want to create content, but you just don't want to set up the lighting, the studio, the background. For me, I've accumulated this stuff years and years, right? I'm going to turn my hat around, right? So I know like how to set this up. But for some folks that are not comfortable on camera, for me, yeah, I'm on the internet all day. This is where your AI character can be for you. So this is what I want to show you step by step. Just come in here. Let me know where you're watching it from. Say what's up. Share this with somebody else. This is going to be insightful. And I want you to ask your questions and any question that you have. So what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to take you through my ChatGPT, right? I have a special GPT that I use to create my prompts. All right. And then I'm going to take you through the software that I use, which is called Higgsfield. Okay. And then we'll talk maybe about like cloning your own voice or choosing a selective voice in 11 Labs. And I might jump into another software in HeyGen and show you how you can really bring all of that to life and do like full videos based on a script. All right. So if you're excited for that, I want you to share this video, okay, and drop in the comments. This is the opportunity for you to learn. So many people wanted to learn this. And here's the thing. This is not a free way. I'm not going to show you how to do this the free way because for me, myself, I have spent hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars to do this, right? To learn this. And I'm giving it just to you for free. But the softwares, they cost, right? For you to really get good images, you got to pay. You understand? But it's something that is super, super reasonable and fair in price, especially if you're going to decide that I want to learn this so I can provide value for clients and provide value for myself or start a faceless channel. Like it's endless. Some of the content you're watching now on the internet, these are AI. Like be careful, right? Not everything you see, almost everything you see on the internet right now is artificial intelligence. All right, so if you're commenting, I want to say what's up to a few people. Drop your comment. I see Philadelphia's in the house. I can't really see your name, but I'm glad that you're here. My dude, what's up? What's up? Says my brother. Yes, High and Eyes in the building. I can always tell it's you, right? So you're the GOAT. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. He Press University for love. Wow. He taking it way back, too. This is back when we was teaching in Heath Press University. I appreciate you for sticking along all this time. Philly in the house. So again, what I want to do here. What up? What up? Yo. Hola. ¿Cómo está? What up? My OGs. These are my OGs. Jesus. ¿Cómo está? Okay. So if you got any questions, put it in. Man, I miss you too, bro. I need to hit you up. That's my bad. I'm going to give you a call, right? I miss you too, brother. For real. I miss you too, man. I'm in Florida now, living it up. But I want to really give you the content here. Keep that chat going. Double tap it. Double tap the screen. I want to make sure this is good for the people that will be watching the replay. So all the questions, just drop it down. If you're going to drop a question, just put a Q in front of it and then say question, just so I know that's a question that's pertaining to what we're talking about here. All right. So first thing first, let me share my screen, right? And show you some things that you probably have already seen. But right before I came in here, I created something and I want you to look at it before we get into this. All right. So there we go. You should be able to see my screen. If you can see my screen, say yes. Drop a 1 in the comment. Now, this you see on your screen, what you see on your screen, can you tell me, is this me or is this AI? Is this me or is this AI? And what gives it away? I can tell you right now off the jump, that right there, when I generated it, I was almost thrown off. I'm like, whoa, that's me. That is me, right? And I'm going to show you how we did this. But before I walk through all of that, let me give you an overview of Higgsfield itself. This is Higgsfield. Higgsfield is the number one AI platform that I see right now that has all of the other like models in there. Any other AI model that comes out, Higgsfield are the first folks to have it in here. It's like having a one-stop shop for all of the AI needs, right? Higgsfield, right? I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not going to give you no special link because I spend big money with these people month to month, but I just love what they offer here. You can see like the website is clean. It's pretty simple. This new model here, Kling 3.0, just came out. If you've seen, like I dropped a couple of videos in the last few days, those was done in Kling. So when you come up here, you got images. So when we click on the image models, this menu opens up. These are all of the image models that are out there. But the one that we're going to deal with today that I find to be the most realistic image generator is going to be Nano Banana Pro. There are other ones, right? I use Seedream sometimes, right? Seedream right here. But you can see it, they name it as top, right? It's the top model and all these other ones. So we're going to focus on Nano Banana Pro. And this is where you can get things really, really going crazy. But there's some other ones here that I've tried. I've actually even used like the opportunity to create my own clone in here by adding 20 plus pictures. So if you add like 20 images in here, right, you can create your own clone and all of that. And this is before Nano Banana Pro came out. Now we're way past that. Okay. So oh, there's a new thing right here, contest. This is pretty new. They have a contest going on right now, right? And even for people that got 0 followers, Higgsfield will pay you to create your own AI characters. We will come back to this. I'm going to do a whole section on just this, right? Because, matter of fact, we're here right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. So imagine having a character that is just totally made up. You understand? Totally made up. You have seen her. Okay, so you've definitely seen her right here on my page, right? She is totally made up right here in Higgsfield. Okay, Higgsfield gives me all of the, like, it's like playing a video game. You just choose what you want and you can create your character like that, right? This is when you don't want to clone yourself. You want to create something that is right from scratch, an AI influencer. This is it right here to give you a full platform that you can use, right? I've generated a bunch. And then you can just keep generating and put her in different scenarios, put them in different scenarios. Here's the same character again, right? And mine is unique because she has, you can tell that she's unique. She has the robotic arm. She's not like any other person you see out there with their clone. So you want to make yours special. I'm showing you some other ones. Here's another one right here. Right, my boy, I was making him super different, but my wife kind of rebuked me. She said, "Boy, don't do him like that." So I ended up changing him around, right? So now he's a little different. Okay, here's another one right here from the same guy. I generated him. So him right here, this is totally AI generated. Like this is crazy, right? So I'm gonna show you how you can do it. And then I went above and beyond, and I wanted something that is not human. right? So my homeboy right here, he is not human, of course. This is how far you can take it, right? He's not a human, but he can definitely create content and share your message, and it's different. People will watch your videos because this is different. Okay, I got another one. I got a couple here. You've seen my old head, right? You've seen old head right here, and you've seen my boy Bristol. Bristol is also AI generated. You understand? So all these, this is the newest one right here, Molly. Okay, I was trying to generate something and create a little bit of Hispanic style right there. So we got her. All right. So how do we actually do this? It's simple. I'm going to show you on the far right, left side. We're going to click the button right here on the left side right here. It says create new. We'll start there. All right. And if you got questions, drop them down. I will look at the chat. I'm just trying to give you the information right now. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to already create a new. On the right side now is where you built your AI avatar. Okay, so you can choose human, ants, bees, right? Octopus. Like you figure out what you want yours to look like. I think I've done a lot of humans, but I'm gonna keep it with a human because every time I do something crazy, I get in trouble. My wife's like, "No, boy, you can't post that." Shout out to the wife. She be watching. Okay, so then you choose your character here, and then Higgsfield give you the genders. Right? There's only two I know, male and female. But apologize if yours is not there. But I'm gonna choose that. We're gonna go right now. They got all these other genders around here, but I just know these. So I'm gonna do what we're gonna do. Let's do a female. Let's do another female. All right. So ethnicity, I'm gonna do. I haven't done anything with a Haitian girl yet. So let's do a Asian. Let's do an Asian character. All right. So for the skin here, you can go, it's AI. You can get a little bit goofy with your skin. You can make the skin any color you want. But for me, I'm just not going to choose one. And I'll let the AI choose for me. All right. So we have eyes over here. Choose the eye that you want. You can go freaky, right? You can go scary. You can have an all white eyeball, So I'm going to grab, I'm going to do something. Let's do a brown or purple. I'm going to do purple eyeball. And you can choose multiple too. So I got the brown and the purple. We're going to select both. So we're going to scroll down now to skin condition, right? So like to really make your character a little bit, unique, sometimes you want to throw a little bit of skin condition there, right? You have all these different skin condition you can choose from. You got the wrinkle, right? You got the cracked skin. You got the burned skin, like scars. You choose what you want. Okay, so I'm actually not going to choose one. I want the AI to actually come up with something. I've created with all of these, but I'm going to let the AI choose. Now it's asking, do you want a human? Adult, mature, or a senior? I'm actually going to do a senior this time. I haven't done much seniors. I'm going to do a senior. Now let's do the face, right? How do you want your face to be? Human, reptile, mechanical, scar, right? I'm going to keep mine, let's do it scar. I'm just going to do something crazy. I'm going to do a scar. You can choose multiple. I'm going to do a human scar. All right, let's do a human scar. And then we can come down to the mouth. You have small mouth, large. Hang with me here. It's going to be good. This is just the beginning of what I'm going to give y'all today. All right, so small mouth, and then no teeth. Like, I don't know why we have no teeth, but you got all of these. I think I'm going to go, I made me a Asian character, so I'm going to go with a small mouth here. And then the ears, I'm going to keep it human, man. You got no ears. I ain't doing none of that. And we're definitely not doing no horns. This is for the devil. All right, so we're going to do skin, human skin, or metallic. I'm going to go do a human skin. Okay, so you got some surfaces down here as well. Again, this software is called Higgsfield. And then I'm going to just choose something solid or Scribe. I want something crazy with this one, right? Let's make my old head veiny. I'm going to make her super veiny. All right, so we've chose everything. Now we just go ahead and generate. Okay, so now Higgsfield is actually going to generate this character for us. You see, it says character generated, has started generating. And while it's generating, I'm going to jump into the chat here and we'll come back to that and see if you guys have any question. He said, make it Mexican. Okay. How much is this a month? I think his field is about 20. I'll look at the price in a second. Let's check out I'll show you the price. I believe it's like 20, maybe between, I think it's 29 bucks. I think it's 29 bucks. 29 bucks a month. 29 bucks a month. Just a couple coffee cups. You got to save a couple of coffee. Oh, our character is done there. Our character is done. Here's our character right here, right? Oh, look at her. I don't know about the clothing, but we can change the clothing. So this is her right here. Old head, senior citizen, right? Because that's what we chose. We put the scar on her face, and we have the scar right there. Okay. Now, if I wanted to prompt her a little bit more, I can do that. I'm going to take her into, she's done now. This character is done, the first shot. But now I can use Nano Banana to edit her more and do a different stuff, right? So I'm going to make my old head a little G, right? So I'm going to click right here where the second button where it looks like a magic wand. I'm going to click there. I'm going to go and edit her a little bit more, right? Because over here, there's credits that's used. So once you create, I'm going to go and edit her in Nano Banana. So this is Nano Banana right here, right where we were at before. And she's over here in the panel right here. But I'm going to remove myself for a second. Okay, I'm going to remove myself. Now, all we have is her. So I'm going to remove this prompt as well. You know what? I'm going to use the same prompt. Let's see. Let's use the same prompt. And it says African-American adult. No, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to change this from African-American adult because this is what we had before. I'm just say this subject. In the uploaded. Okay. I think that's the only thing I'm going to have to change. I think there might be some other things down here, but I want to leave it as that. So using, I'm going to say, use this subject in the uploaded image. All right. And then I don't want to mess with anything else in the prompt. So basically what should happen, it should be the same as that picture of me, but with our lady here. Okay, so now Nano Banana, if you come to the bottom section right here where my mouse is, please follow my mouse. Right there, you got the different models, but we're going to stick to Nano Banana. Next to that, you got the orientation. We want this, you can do this in a 16:9 if you want to post this as a reel, right? Because you can animate her, or you can do it just an image 4:5. I'm going to keep her as a 16:9. And then you have the quality, 1K, 2K, 4K. Most of my images, I do it in 2K, all right? And now over here, when you have the paid subscription, you can get it as many as 4, but I'm going to do it one at a time. And then I'm going to do unlimited. Because Nano Banana right now is unlimited, it's not going to charge us credits, right? So this is why I wanted to create it right here in Nano Banana. So now I'm just going to hit the button there to generate. I'm going to generate a couple versions of that, all right? So we'll come back to her. We'll come back to her and we'll see what it ended up looking like. So that's how you would do the AI character, but now we're just changing it up a little bit. So let's go back to what we intended to do initially, okay? So in order for me to get this image right here of myself, or this one here with my AI character, this is a thumbnail, right? All done right here in Higgsfield. Again, this is an actual heat press that I brought in from Stars. This is the brand new Stars Max 250. I brought in that image, generated my model, put it in this scenario of the kitchen, and told it to create this image. Just like that. Simple. All right. So are you guys ready for this? Next, I'm going to take you to ChatGPT, and we're going to see how these images are generated, the prompt. All right, so I have a custom GPT here that I built. From doing this over and over, you get to the point where like you want to build a system that will, make it easy for you to prompt your way, right? So I have a couple that I use. And this one here, I seem to be the one that I go to a lot. This is my full prompt bot. So I'm going to start a new chat here. And let's go back to my prompt bot right here. All right. Now, this thing right here is going to give me, all I have to do is either bring in an image, or I can just like tell it to create an image of a person doing this. So what should we create? What should I be doing? What should my character be doing? Maybe we'll do it with the lady. We're actually going to do something with the lady. A senior lady. Senior lady, what is she doing? In a kitchen. She is leaning on the table. Oh, we'll just say in the kitchen. We'll just put her in the kitchen, right? In a modern kitchen. All right, that's all I'm going to put. Now the bot is going to build this full prompt for us. Boom, there it is. It says two senior ladies. It said two senior ladies. I don't want two senior lady. I just want one senior lady, right? So I'm going to copy this prompt right here. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell it again. Not two ladies, only one. All right, so it's going to redo my prompt. It says, okay, here's the correction. One senior lady in her late. I don't even know. I'm not even going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to copy it up to right there, the output. And then we're going to go back to Nano Banana. Right, so we're back over here to Higgsfield. All right, so in Higgsfield, this is what you have to do. Let's check in our other. Oh, here goes our here right here. Boom. Here she go. Our Haitian character, our Asian lady. Like, tell me that's not cool. Like, this is exactly the same lady. All I did, the same prompt. Now look at her. Right? So here's the key. Here's the key. Right in here, you have to bring in your reference image. Right? So because we created this AI character or avatar, right? That's our reference image. It's the same way as you. If you have images of yourself, your real images, you can bring it into Nano Banana here into Higgsfield. You would just click on this upload button and find your image. Okay, like for me, I have an image of myself right now that I'm adding, right? So now, because of that, you can add up to, I think, 15 images here if you want some realism, right? Sometimes I will add I'm going to show you this next. I will add a full body, it's close up, some side shots, right? Like good 4 shots from those angles or even a back shot. And then you bring it into Nano Banana. So I will show you that. But I'm going to remove myself and I'm going to take that new prompt we just created and I'm going to drop it in here. Keeping everything the same, 16:9, 2K, unlimited. And we're going to go ahead and generate 4 more images of this AI avatar. Now you're going to start seeing her on my page because I'm not creating her just for nothing, right? Unless somebody want to buy her, I'm going to sell her, right? If you want to buy this character, I'll sell you this character. Or else I'm going to use it. That's the whole thing people are doing. Like you can generate AI characters and actually sell it. There's people that sell AI models, right? You give them the full rights and they're able to do what they need to do. Stevie, what's up? Can you do videos too? Yeah, you can do videos too. We're gonna take her all around. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how we'll do the video with her. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you how we'll do the video with her. So this next part here, let me get the actual prompt for this. Stop sharing for a second. All right. So I'm gonna go into the back end with some stuff here. I want to get this prompt. Because now what I want to do is if you bring in one image of yourself, you can ask the AI to create a panel, right? A panel. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about when I say a panel. Boom, here we go, right here. All right, so this image right here is important. This is going to be like your mood shot. That's that like reference board that you want to create, right? So the first thing is once you create your avatar, just like we did with the lady there, we're going to bring her back in and create this board. I forgot the exact name to call this, but yeah, this is like our reference. This is literally going to be our profile. All right. So what we'll do, I already got the prompt right here. I'm going to copy this prompt. And if you guys need the prompt, let me know. I'm going to put it into the replay and you'll be able to get the prompt. But if you need the prompt, you're watching this on the replay, just let me know. I'll send it to you. Maybe it might be even add like $5 on there or something like that, just for my time. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to go back and check on our lady here. All right, so our lady is still generating. This is how now we're going to generate that panel using her, okay? Using her image right here. I already have the image in. I'm going to take that special prompt, and this prompt basically just says, create a natural studio setup on an endless white background. And then it says, create a front view, a back view, a left view, a side view, and a close-up view. And that's based on the character that you have in this reference image now. Natural pose, and so on. So I'm going to put this now on a 16:9. You know what? I'm going to do this on a... Yeah, I'm doing a 16:9. That's common. All right, so here we go. I'm going to generate this one here. And you see, it's going to give us our mood board. That's not the right term. Mood board is not the right term, but it's like I forgot the exact term for that. But here goes our lady. All right, after we created that prompt in the ChatGPT master prompt, this is exactly what it give us. Right? That's the character. Would you agree that's the avatar right there? So now imagine having a whole page, another Instagram page or a Facebook page dedicated to just this AI character. Faceless. You don't have to show your face. This is the character that will share your message. People can relate to her. And when people relate to her, you're showing this, you're getting views, but then it's not all about the views, right? Think about the business side of this now. What can you attach to this character to sell your digital product? You understand? Like, what is that product that you're going to attach to it? Don't let it just be for views and followers. Views and followers don't pay bills. You understand? Like, you have to have something in the back end. Yeah. So when I'm teaching you this right now, yes, it's free. Yes, I might get views, but in the back end, somebody's going to want the prompts. And I'm going to give you the prompts, and I might throw a little $7 on that for you. There's business attached to that. You understand? But let me know if you want that prompt as well, or the prompt vote right here, and I'll give you access to my master prompt to make it easy for you. All right, so This is not her, right? This is a different one. Like AI got a little goofy there, but here's the thing: no images go out of use. Even though this is not my character, this can be the beginning of a new avatar. Does that make sense? Right? Even though this is not my character, I can literally save her and now use her to generate another set of characters. Oh, I hope y'all get it. I hope you guys get it. I think you are smart. I think y'all get it. Make this worth my time, all right? Because I just got off of work. As soon as I came home, I put my stuff down. I said, I got to give the people the sauce, right? So here's the sauce. And if you're having value to this, I hope you hit the like button on here. I hope you share this because, like, this is free content that people will pay you for, like people will charge you for. All right. So now we have our panels that's going there. So once you got the panel, that's what we'll use now every time we want to generate an image. We don't have to do just a single. You can add the single, but every time we want to generate anything else, we can add this in there, right? So now it's endless. It's endless. All right. So you guys good with the image generation? Do you understand the image generation part? We can go deeper, but I don't want to overwhelm you with information because the issue is not the information. The issue is that you are not executing the information. That's the issue, right? So I don't want to just give you information over information because the truth of the matter is that you're not lacking information. The information is on the internet. What you're lacking is accountability. What you're lacking is actually doing the work. You're not doing the work. That's the issue, right? So I don't want to give you more and more and more. Like, take what you have already gotten, implement it. Please implement this stuff. Don't be the person that sit on the sideline and say, oh, I'm not using AI. I don't even have to tell you businesses that thought they were not going to change and then they got left behind, like Blackbusters, right? Like, remember Circus City? Y'all remember Circus City? Did you have Circus City in your city? Yeah, like those people got wiped out because they didn't want to move forward with the technology. AI is here, right? This is just one thing that I've been using AI for. I have built multiple softwares using AI now that has replaced many things that I was doing before, right? So many things. Okay, so let's go back. Our lady is ready. All right, so our panel is ready. This is the only panel you're going to need. Now you got the full shot. And this was just done from that prompt that I just dropped to do this. I only had one picture uploaded, right? So because I had one picture uploaded, now I got a full front, I got a full face up, I got left, right, back. So all day long, every time now I create something, it already knows. As long as I'm using this sheet, my character should always have this scar on her face. That is her unique selling proposition right there, right? Like, that is what makes her different from any other character, is this scar on her face. So anything else that I generate and it does not have that scar, like there's this scar on her face right there. This one here is not her, so there's no scar. Even from this angle right here, there's a scar, right? This is how I can identify, oh, that's my girl right there. I hope this is making sense. If this is making sense, just say drop a number 1 in the comments here. Now, do you want to actually take this to the next level and turn this into a video, right? Again, this is the next part that people are getting fooled all day on the internet, right? And you're seeing these videos and you're thinking, wow, some videos are actually selling you and they're all AI the whole time. The video does take a little bit. It takes a little bit of time, right? So what I'm going to do a video with actually myself. I'm going to do a video with myself. This way it's something that I can use, okay? This is something I can use. I'm going to create a little script. And let's see, which one of these do I want to use? Sometimes I like to use If you're doing videos, I like to use characters that have both their hands in the shot. Like this one over here with one hand in the pocket and the other one. This one right here is a good shot, but when AI don't see everything, it creates things. Okay, my boy's looking fly right there. You know, if like man. So, but you see how his hand is not in there on the left side? AI is going to create that hand, and it might not even look like your hand. So, I always use shots that have both hands, like this shot right here. But I like this one here because it actually has my wedding band and everything on here. So, I'm going to use this one. This one could also be a good shot, but it doesn't have my wedding band, so it's not really going to look like me. All right, so what we can do here, you can download the image, right? You can just download it so you can have it. But from right here, you can animate it. I'm going to show you to animate it this way first before we move into another software that I want to show you that I use for video. It's called HeyGen. All right, so I'm going to just hit the animate right here. So once I hit animate, now I'm into the video models, right? You can see there's some here that I've animated. Here goes.
Sis, listen, enough of the excuses. Don't let life stop you from reaching your workout plan.
Yeah.
Sis, listen,
Talk that
enough
stuff.
of the excuses. Don't let life stop you from reaching your workout plan.
Yep. So that was the character that was created.
Sis, listen,
and this character right here was created in Hicksfield, right? Using those steps that I showed you with the AI influencer, and I showed you her. And
enough of the excuses.
She's talking. Same thing, homeboy right here. She's talking. Embroidery patches right here from TKO. Right? Boom. Doing an ad right there. And you've probably seen, I don't know if you've seen him.
Scroll, yes, I'm AI, and no, I'm not the problem. Confusion is, I exist to simplify, not replace. If you're still fighting AI, you're already behind. Let's fix that. Before you scroll, yes, I'm AI, and no, I'm not the problem. Confusion is, I exist to simplify, not replace. If you're still fighting AI, you're already behind. Let's fix that. Before you scroll, yes, I'm AI, and no.
All right, so you get it. Now, here's how the video section work, right? Once you click on that image, you went to animate, it's already in the video tab here. Okay, so this is asking for a prompt. You can type in a prompt right here of what you want this character to say. You don't really have to really do what describe the scene, because the AI is smart enough to know where he's at. You just want to keep it simple and say, man in whatever, right? I'm going to find a quick little script right here, and I'm going to use ChatGPT to write. And that script now, boom, I think I got something here. Boom. Simple. It's going to say, let's see what it's going to say. So I got some scripts here that I'm going to show you how I generated these. All right, so I'm in ChatGPT again. Everything is AI, man. So from the beginning here, I took a screenshot. I believe there was a screenshot on the internet somewhere. I took that screenshot and I brought it into ChatGPT and I told it to, it tells me exactly what I said for it here. And I asked it to turn that into a Facebook post, right? That would drive engagement. Okay, so it gave me these 3 options. And then I told it, I said, no, you know what? I want to change that into post that I can type. And then it gave me this, right? And I actually used this earlier and I recorded the video. Okay, I'm giving y'all the sauce right now that everyone else is showing and teaching you this. All right, so that's not teaching you this. Next, I'm going to use this one right here. And it says, hot take. If you're waiting to be ready, you are just scared of being seen trying. Progress beats perfection every single time. Agree or disagree? That's going to be my script. That's all my guy is going to say in this video, right? So we'll come back here. We'll come back here, and I'm going to just say the prompt that I'm putting in here is this subject in reference image is looking at the looking straight, ST. Oh, I can't spell, y'all. Looking, I need to find my looking ahead, looking into the camera and says. So whenever you want to have the character say something, you have to put whatever that is in quotation marks. Okay, so I'm going to put open quotes, type in what I wanted to say, close quotes, right? So that's what it should be saying. Okay, so now you want to make sure we're going to use the Kling 2.6 model right here. There is a 2.3 that just came out, but I'm going to save some credits and use the 2.6. And I'm going to make sure my audio is turned on. So this one is not going to be your actual voice, right? AI is going to add a voice. And I'm going to change the duration here to 10. You can see it's going to cost me 20 credits. All right? 20 credits. This subject, boom, 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 boom. So sometimes even when I say it and I don't like it, I can go back into ChatGPT and have ChatGPT prompt this better. So even if I copy this, what I want to say, right? AI can say it better than me sometimes. So I'm going to come here, start a new chat, and I'm going to say, I'm going to use the voice for this. So I'm creating a AI avatar video, and I using Kling 2.6. So I want you to use the information down below to write the perfect prompt so my character can say what I have written down. And I'm just paste what we brought in, and it's going to give me the prompt for that box. Okay, so it's going overboard here. I don't need it to be overboard like that. So, like, I mean, you can still use it. So I'm going to tell it now, I only want this video to be 10 seconds. Right? I want this video to be 10 seconds long. All right, so I'm just take this. To be 100% like honest, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to do it. All right, boom. Now I'm just paste that in here. Okay, and then we're just going to send it. You can see it's going to cost me 20 credits. So I'm going to send it. All right. Okay, so that's how we'll do the voice now. I want to take you to another. I'm giving y'all the whole play right now. If you guys are finding value, just let me know. Right, I'm not even watching the chat to see who's watching. I see there's a few people on here. I'm doing this on YouTube and on Facebook, right? And it's actually not shared to my big page, to my main garment creation page. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can share it to garment creation. I don't know. I need to share it. Let me see. I'm going to share it myself for now. I should have been shared it there. Totally forgot, but because they need to get the value too. Just let me know if you guys are finding. Oh, I could just share it from my phone. I don't know why I'm trying to use the iPad. We're going to get into the next phase now, where you can like clone your voice and actually deliver that script in your own voice. I'm going to show you that using 11 Labs. Meanwhile, our video is doing this thing there. Can't find alive. Am I still alive? Am I still live? Yes, I'm live. Aha, the privacy is locked. That's why it's set for only me right now. Why? I guess I can't change it because, interesting. I can't share right now, so they're just gonna get the replay. Why is it saying that the view is set for only me to view? But I see people on it. Or is these people from YouTube? These people might be from YouTube. Are you watching this on YouTube? If you're watching this on YouTube, comment YouTube. I think my Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is not letting me change the. Yeah, that's what it is. Dag. So it went live, but then it's locked. All right, no worries, no worries. We'll keep going, and I'll share it with them. They'll get the replay. They'll get the replay. All right, where were we? So we're going to go to 11 Labs. I'm going to go to 11 Labs. So 11 Labs is a software again that is paid, right? So it opens up right here. You can see I'm on the creators, right? So it depends how you're using this stuff, man. It adds up, right? But you have to be using it with intention. I use this to grow all of my social medias, right? So I can justify the $22, and I think you can too, right? But that's 11 Labs, and what it is just a voice. It's one of the top voice, text to voice program, or LLM. So on the left side, it's so much you can do now. I'm just going to go to speech to text on the left side. Okay. So there's voices here. You can actually train this for your own voice. And I've done that. You can see on the far right side, there are voices, right? I can train it to my voice, or I can choose one of their voices. You can see if I play this. Punctuality is a gentle promise we keep with time. Punctuality is a gentle promise we keep with time. Right. So that's the script there. I'm actually going to go back to that script that ChatGPT gave us a second ago. We're going to use that. Okay, so I'm going to delete all of this, and I'm going to paste my new script in here, and I'm going to generate. If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree? That's me, isn't it? That's me, because I trained it to do that, right? You to train your voice now. You have to, when you go to voice on the left side here, right? You go to voices. Where is it? Not isolation, voices. Okay, so you go to voice changer. You can train the AI to actually be able to clone your voice. Actually, voice is up here. I'm sorry, that was the wrong spot. So voice is right here, right? Create a voice. So here now you can do a voice design. You can do an instant voice clone. You can do a professional voice. And what I have is a professional voice. We should require you to use a professional microphone and actually bring in 30 minutes of content, right? Or even if you have video somewhere else, like I have this video here that I'm doing now, it's actually being recorded in the back end. I can bring that video in and use that to clone my voice, or you can just bring 2 minutes worth of content, 10 seconds video, 10 seconds audio to clone in 2 minutes, right? I like the more you give it, the 30 minutes, the better the voice will sound. All right, so we'll go back here. I'm going to generate this again. If you're waiting to be ready, You're just scared of being seen trying. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree? Okay, that one wasn't flowing too well, right? So I can go to the far right here and change some settings. Sometimes I'll turn
If you're
the
waiting to
boost.
be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree?
Okay, so that's a good 7 seconds there. And I want mine to actually be more than 7 seconds, to be honest, so I can actually monetize that video, right? On Facebook, you needed to be at least, that 10 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds. So I'm going to add a little bit more on this here. I'm going to add a little bit more on that one. So I'm going to come back to ChatGPT, and maybe I would just add another piece. I'm just going to add chat. I'm going to have chat make this longer. Make this script 12 seconds by adding more. I'm on a video. What's up? I don't know. Okay, so we have, let's see how long this will be. Our video is done right there. We'll come back to that.
If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. Nobody starts perfect. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree?
All right, so that one was 8 seconds. I got to add more here myself. I need another line. I need another line. Okay, let's just make it 25 seconds. Because I'm now thinking of it right now, so I can't really. Okay, I think we got something here. I don't know what it is, but we're going to play it. All right, boom. All right, so we got something else. I just wanted to be a little longer.
If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. And I get it. Nobody wants to look foolish. Nobody wants to mess up in public. But here's the truth. Everyone you admire started messy. The first version was awkward, incomplete, and far from perfect. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree?
I like that, but it's the progress beats.
If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. And I get it. Nobody wants to look foolish. Nobody wants to mess up in public. But here's the truth. Everyone you admire started messy. The first version was awkward, incomplete, and far from perfect. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree?
That's perfect. So now I got a perfect script here. I'm going to download it. Bottom right. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to download it. They have a new model in here where it tells you, oh, you want to turn this into a video right now. I used it and I tested it and it took way too long. I don't even remember seeing that video after that. actually. So let's see. Maybe yep, my video ended up filling anyways. All right. So before I showed you now, the next app that I use to create my full length, longer video, which is HeyGen. Let's go back to this here and check on what happened with this one.
If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree? If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree?
It did it, you know, it's a little morphed, right? The face is a little morphed, the mouth is all weird and all of that, but it did it, you know, it executed it. It just morphed a little bit. You can actually go in the prompt and tell it no morphing, use the exact characters and all of that, but just for the sake of this video, you can see what is possible there. But now let's take it into the ultimate platform now, the best for the last, that actually will give you long form videos like for these.
If the church doesn't love them, the streets will. It may not be unconditional love, but it's the kind of love that makes people feel like they belong. When young people walk into our churches, we have to hold on to them, draw them in, not push them away. The fact that they even stepped into the building tells you something. It tells you they're struggling. It tells you they're searching.
Okay. Here's my girl again.
If the church doesn't love them, the streets will. It may not be unconditional love, but it's the kind of love that makes people feel like they belong. When young people walk into our churches, we have to hold on to them.
Yep. So now how do we do that? Okay, so this is how you create realistic AI avatars that talks and move naturally using HeyGen. Okay, so HeyGen is the program right here. You can come, there is a subscription here again as well. I'm on the creators plan, and I believe this is $29. All right, so you can do the math of all the different programs that I've showed you. I'm up around nearly like 150 to 200 bucks a month on AI tools. Okay, but in the back end, I'm using these tools to build, so it can be something you can do as well. All right, so I'm come over to the far left side and see it says create. I'm gonna click on the create, and now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna turn an image to video. All right, so we already have our image. We're going to use that image to turn that into a video. So I'm going to come over to where it says photo to video. So in the photo to video section, first thing we're going to do, we're going to upload that photo. We're going to use the same photo we downloaded earlier, right? You could bring in a real photo yourself, but I'm going to use the photo right here that we did. And you have the orientation. You can keep it on portrait, or you can do landscape, but we created this image as portrait, so we're gonna leave it as that. All right. Over on the right side is where you put in your script. You can type in your script, right? I could take that same exact script and paste it here, and then come down, select a voice, and choose one of the voices. I actually have my voice in here as well. It says Garment Creations right there. I also have another one that says Erastus down here.
Hey there, here's how I sound.
So, but instead of choosing a voice, and these are our 11 Labs voice, the same software we just came from is embedded in here. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to upload my recording that we just downloaded, and it should be this one right here. Okay, so it's going to upload into the software now. Right, it's uploaded, and you can sample it to make sure that's the one.
If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying.
That's the one, right? I don't do nothing else here but hit the add button. So now from here, you have your script is uploaded, your image is uploaded. You have to choose if you want that 720 or 1080. Of course, the 720 is going to cost less than the 1080. 1080 is going to give me that more, realism right there. You can see it costs credits, but I'm going to leave it on that, and then I'm going to generate. All right. So that's going to take a couple minutes. It's going to take about a good 5 minutes. And we will come back to that. All right. That's ideally what I use HeyGen for. There's more things you can do here. You can actually clone your own avatar. Like you can see, I have avatars in here. Right. These are all avatars that I've brought in, you know, and then you have public avatars. So there's avatars. You don't want to build your own. You can use one of their built-in avatars that are trained, and then you can just put in your script and have this deliver the message for you, right? Thinking about like marketing videos, like this one right here is a podcaster, right? She can definitely create a message or deliver a message for you there, you know. But I just keep it on just the way I use. You got UGC is great, right? So UGC, user generated content. These folks will sell something for you. They will, you know, like this is where you see a lot of people that are selling AI stuff to you now. They're using UGC content, and most of those are AI, right? You can see my man right here. He's talking, and he's pretty fluent, and he's delivering some message for a company there. All right, so our generation is still happening, okay? And we'll come back to that. Meanwhile, let me go and check and see the comments. You guys, you said it sounded the same. I don't know. I missed it. Okay, so you guys are from YouTube. I can see that as YouTube. Wow, so I left my Facebook people hanging. It's all good. Facebook will get the replay. I may have to do another one for Facebook. All right, so what else? Let's go back to Higgsfield for a little bit while we're waiting. So there's other things you can do here in Higgsfield, right? They have apps that are built in. You can use like this angles right here. If you try this, right? Like you have one image. That one image now, you can use it to generate multiple angles. You can see I brought in one image here. Let's go back. Actually, we didn't download one with our new. I'm go back and download the one with, all right. Let's see. I want different angles of her in the kitchen here. So I'm going to download her. All right. So I'm going to come back to apps over here. And we're going to bring in the image. All right, so from here now, on the right side, you can change like different angles. It's all about where you want to see. See, I'm turning the camera around. As I move my camera, I'm placing it in a unique spot to see from a different angle. So I'm going to bring it this way, right? And then for the zoom, I don't want none of that. So I'm just going to generate this. You can also just hit the 12 generation button here and just get 12 shots from that one spot. So it's generating now. I don't know if I click this one. Let's see. Yep. So now we're going to generate 12 different angles from that one image. So many tools in here, man. They have a relighter. If you take an image outside, your image is super dark, you can bring it back in here and actually set the lighting on where you want that to be. Okay, so we'll come back to that because Higgsfield is now ready for us. Let's see what we got. You know, I don't know. Sometimes you got to take more than one, but let's see.
If you're waiting to be ready, you're just scared of being seen trying. And I get it. Nobody wants to look foolish. Nobody wants to mess up in public. But here's the truth. Everyone you admire started messy. The first version was awkward, incomplete, and far from perfect. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Progress beats perfect every single time. Agree or disagree?
That's our video. You know, let me know what you think. So this one right here, I'm gonna download that, and you'll see that getting posted online. Right, that video right there is gonna make me money from the content monetization. All I have to do is put a overlay text on here and stuff like that. So that's how you will use HeyGen or Hicks. This is HeyGen. Yes, this is how you use so many HeyGen. All right. And we'll wrap it up with this. And you'll see exactly, has this been valuable? I hope this has been valuable. Let me know in the comments for my people watching this on the replay. So our angles are generated. That one is still generating. Here's another angle of her. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. From the top angle. Wow. Check her out. She's consistent. She still got the scar, right? Consistent. Now, all of these can turn into one video. Like, I can literally already start seeing how this video is going to come together. All these images can turn into a video. And I'm going to do that. Not right now, but I'm going to put it together to introduce my girl. I don't know what we're going to name her. What's her name? What should we name? Grandma Sue? We're going to name her. Grandma Sue, we're gonna create you. You're gonna be Grandma Sue is gonna start creating content for us. She might show up on a YouTube channel for all I know. You know? So that's that, y'all. I hope you found value to this. You know, I said I was going to bring you some valuable content. So how can you use that? Many different ways, right? You can create an AI avatar to start selling digital products, right? Where you don't have to show your face. Digital products could be content. It could be, you know, ebook. It could be, you know, just like right now she could be cutting the board. I could have her turn her into her actually cutting those veggies. And that is content, right? Like there's no excuse anymore why you can't create. If you're ashamed of the camera, create a character that show up for you, right? But the thing is that you don't need the information. Nobody can tell me now, oh, E, I don't know how you do this because this video is recorded. I'm going to chop it down. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to repost it again. I'm going to chop these in little pieces. Like you're going to see this information. You just have to execute. What's going to hold you back is the excuses that you've been making, that you're going to continue making. But if you want to use AI, I just showed you the workflow. You just have to exercise that, right? You learn, you practice, you teach. I'm telling you, follow those, right? Because if you learn a thing, you practice that thing, you teach that thing, it only takes you back to the beginning of learning it better, right? Perfecting it. Then you continue until like you're a pro at it, and then you learn the next thing. You're always learning something. You understand? So the next time now, if you guys are interested, let me know. We can probably walk through like how to create apps and micro apps, right? If you're watching this, I have a bunch of new tools that I've created. We have a pricing tool, pricing navigator. I'm going to show that to you just because I got you here now. Why not, right? Let me show you pricing navigator. Okay, let me sign in, go to the app. Because the truth of the matter, here's the truth. Here's the truth. You're in that apparel business and you're just not making enough because you're not pricing your jobs efficiently and you are leaving money on the table. So Pricing Navigator breaks that barrier of having to guess on your price, right? So this is going to walk you step by step on the things that you should be charging for, before you go ahead and give a customer a job. You understand? I had a buddy that reached out today. He's like, bro, I need some shirts. Like, how much is going to be? I still haven't given him a price yet because I have to know the numbers. I can't just tell you $20 and I go in and put in my numbers and it ends up being $30 and I'm not making any money, right? So Pricing Navigator is going to show you that. You can get it at pricingnavigator.app, right? And you'll be able to try, not try, but to price your jobs better. Here's how the app works, right? On the far left side, you will see all of the things that you need to be charging for. Okay, so for example, I'm going to take this real job here from my buddy Nova, man. Shout out to Nova, man. Nova texted me this morning and said, yo, I got a project for you. This is at 8:15 this morning. He said, but it's fast turnaround though. and he kept on talking. He said, I need 10 to 20 shirts by Friday, bro. Let me know if you can do that or not. And literally my next text to him, I got to show y'all this because this is where someone else would have just quoted him. Here's the exact conversation, right? Boom. And then I say to him, hey, bro, Friday's tight. There's a rush fee. We don't charge rush fees. Some of y'all just let it be. You don't charge a rush fee. That's the first thing I said to him. Bro, Friday is tight. But if I do it, there's a rush fee. And the next thing he says, I figured. Laugh out loud. Yeah, of course, right? We don't tell our customers there's a fee, so there's a late fee or a rush fee, so they don't pay it. But I told him straight up. He said, I figured, laugh out loud. And I said, what's the information? What's the detail? And he went into that, and I still haven't sent him anything yet because he gave me all of the details. Now I got to come in and use Profit Navigator here and actually see how much this is going to cost me to produce. Okay, so he said 10 to 20 shirts. I'm going to shoot on the high side, right? So I'm going to say he wants 20 garments. How many units? First thing right here, units sold. We're going to say 20. 20 units sold, right? This is just units as a whole. It's not talking about front. It's not talking about back. Just 20 units as a whole. 20 appear. What are you going to order? Right? I'm ordering 20 items. You can order 22, but when you order 22 for the extras, just know that's going to take in your profit from your profit. Okay? So, and then transfers. It also asks how much transfers are you going to get? For this one here, I need 20 transfers, right? It's a 20 piece. I need a 20 piece transfers. Of course, I can do this on a gang sheet, right? But I'm going to, even with a gang sheet, you have to know how much each image is going to cost you. So ideally, he said it's going to be just a front that says homeboy's name. Yep, he says just the front that says FHPHIL on the front. Right, so four letters, but he wants those in like a collage with his images, and that's fine. So that's DTF, right? So before I do that, I'm going to take you to another software here that I built, okay? And this one right here, I built this for TKO Sales, and it's the transfer selector. So now to get my actual price on the transfers, I need to come in here and put in my design. I don't have the design yet. So let's assume I have another design here that I'm going to use. Okay, I'm just going to choose a design, and I have one that could almost resemble what he's trying to do. Boom, right here. All right, so this will be ideally the same thing in this collage style. So I put it in. It tells me this is a full color job, which it is. If it was one color, I can choose one color, two color. Okay, this is available on TKO Sales site, right? And I built this right here. So now it automatically tells me the the image size. I can agree and say, yes, that's the image size, or I can just leave it at maybe 10 inches. Right? Now, the next part here, you have your design, you have the size. What type of garments are you going to put this on? Okay, I'm going to say, oh, how many pieces you need. So over here, I need 20 pieces for this job. Okay, I need 20 pieces. I'm not counting extras yet because that goes into my profit, comes out of my profit of all the waste. Then what type of fabric are you using? I'm using that, right? Cotton. And automatically, the transfer selector now recommends a type of transfer to you. And it tells you, hey, for those 20 pieces, you're better off getting DTF, right? Instead of anything else. And if I showed you something different, if I changed like the amount and all of that, it would recommend a different type of transfer. So you can see, it tells me that I'm going to need 22 by 60 gang sheet for that job. This is crazy. Like, you have to do this type of work to really quote somebody. And then it tells me what the price is going to be. And this is what it's going to be per image. $2.06 per image. That's the only reason why I showed you this, right? $2.06 per image is what we're going to use. All right. So now we know our transfer size price is going to be $2 per 6 cents. So on the far left side now, we have the garment. We have the blank price. How much is the blanks going to be? Let's say we're using a blank. I'm not going to go into the pricing right now. Let's say our blank is $4. Okay, $4 t-shirt is what we're using. And then the transfers. How many transfers we need? We said 20 already. What is the price per unit? It was $2.20. And then it asks for design fees. Is there a design fee? That's DTF. So there's no design fee there. Shipping. How much is it going to cost me for shipping? Let's say roughly $15 for shipping. Now, this is the part where we never, ever do, because you're running your business as if it's a hobby. So you don't charge based on the hourly rate. So this is going to ask you, how much are you going to pay yourself to do this job? I'm going to say, man, I need to be paid. You know, I'm going to have my daughter do it. So she needs $20 an hour. All right. Now, here's the next part, the prep time. It's DTF, so you're going to need to cut the sheets apart. You're going to need to take the shirts out the box and lay them down. All of that is preparation. How long is it going to take you to prep the job? So let's say it takes me about 30 minutes to prep the job. Now, how long does it take you to print one shirt? All right, let's say it takes me about 40 seconds, 50 seconds. Okay, seconds right here. You can change this, but it's 50 seconds to print one shirt, right? Let's say from picking up the shirt, loading it on the press, laying the transfer on it, closing the transfer, peeling the transfer, taking it off. All of that is going to happen in 50 seconds. Every single minute you have to take account for that. All right, so I put in all of my information here. I'm not going to bring no price yet, okay? Now, I want to go back to the top here, right? And now you can see in production costs, based on everything we put in, it's going to cost you $182.36 to produce this job. Here's another thing that right now I have a 20-piece overhead on here, 20% overhead. If I take this down, because most of y'all don't add the overhead, right? So boom, once I remove the overhead to zero, overhead is going to cost for the Wi-Fi you're using, the internet you're using, the little space in the house you're using. That's overhead. And standard for me, industry is actually like 20 to 30%. So that's why it was up there. But if you take it off, you're at $154. This is the total revenue the customer is going to pay you. And now this is your profit. All right. Now, that's if I charge this price right now. The AI, the system is recommending, because I have good, better, best. Some of y'all are on the good price. You say, you know what, I'm just going to do this. This is my first job, so I'm going to charge $10 for this. You're crazy. You're losing money. So if I charge $10 for this job, look at this. If I charge the customer $10 to do this, $10.30 without an overhead fee, I'm only profiting $51. Yes, you're profitable, but is that enough? That's not even enough to even like turn my gas on. But now if you go to Better, you could charge them $11. Still not good enough. I'm going to add the overhead though, because I need to add my overhead. I'm going to do 20%. 20% overhead. All right. So now with 20% overhead, I'm going to go to do the best. And I haven't, that 20% overhead automatically added $27 onto the price bar, you know. And now here it is. I have a pricing system here that's built in based on the 20 piece at a 60% margin. The AI is recommending that you charge $22.79 for that. You can click on this button right here that says Get AI Guidance on Pricing. Now, this is built for it to go. Now, AI is going out there and is looking at different prices based on everything you put in. It's giving you a recommendation. Says, I would recommend that you charge $22 for this job. So I'm going to charge $20. I just hit apply. Now I'm charging $22 for this job right here. Based on everything I put in, I'm going to be profitable $257. Customer revenue, total revenue is going to be $440. And here's the thing. Remember, he said that he understands that it's going to be a rush fee. I didn't even add the rush fee here yet. On the top right corner, I already built this in to add a 25% rush fee on this job. So automatically, because he's rushing it, I added 25%, and that's going to be $110 in rush fee. So all of a sudden now, because I'm being rushed to do this job, I am making an extra $110, and I'm not guessing the price. Right now, I'm going to text him, bro, it's going to be $22 to do these shirts for just the front. And I'm typing him that right there now. Bro, after taking all that information in, it's going to cost $22 per shirt to do just the front. All right. So if you want to do anything on the back, then we'll have to do an extra $5 for the back. All right. So all in all, you could get front and back for about 28 to 30 bucks. All right. So let me know what you think. If you're okay with this, I will send you the invoice so we can start creating the artwork to be approved by you. Real time, right? It's up to him now, right? And I didn't even say, oh yeah, and that's excluding the rush fee too, bro. So the rush fee, there's a 20% rush fee on this. So 20% on that price. So all in all, to do all of this is going to be just the front, $550. He's going to bite his tongue. But if you want it done, he'll pay for it. If you don't, then I'm just not the business for him to partner up with right now for this, right? So this is important that we actually follow this system. So the Profit Navigator is available for you to try out. Not try out, but you to actually implement into your business. There is a fee with this. This is not free, okay? It is not free, but you get this for as low as $6 a month. For as low as $6 a month. I would recommend you take it on for a year, right? Take it on for a year, put the $50 so you get any updates, you get that right away. You know, like you save 30% on this. So if you want to do the Profit Navigator, I would recommend you take on this yearly subscription so you can start using this all year long. Instead of paying this, you paid $4.17. All right, so that's the Profit Navigator, and you can find that down below. All right, so that's that. If you guys have any questions, put in the replay. And I appreciate you for jumping in here. And cannot wait to show you some other things that we can do with AI, right? There's other softwares. I'm going to leave them all linked down in the bottom if you're watching this on the replay on YouTube. And if you're watching anything else, you can just, anywhere else, just comment Prophet, and you can get the Prophet Navigator. All right, till next time, peace.